and welcome to my weekly review for this week's episode of NXT. This was the November 4th edition of NXT, and these are going to be my full thoughts and opinions on everything that took place on this week's show. And then by the end of it, we will have an overall grade for the show. So, let's get started. We had our opening match. It was Asuka versus Cameron. And this was a really, it wasn't the best match, but it was a good way to showcase what Asuka is able to do in the ring. Cameron, as we all know, isn't the best wrestler out there. And it was just nice seeing Asuka being able to hit, all her signature moves on Cameron. The crowd was fully behind Asuka. They really wanted to see her make Cameron tap out. And eventually, off the running knee, Asuka was able to lock in the Asuka lock and made Cameron tap out. So I didn't have a problem with this match. It did what it needed to do, which was make Asuka look stronger. And I only see bigger and better things ahead for her. She will definitely be one of these standouts in the NXT women's division. So it was an okay match, and that's all I have to say about it. Then we had Bull Dempsey taking on Angelo Dawkins. Not really too much to say about this match. I mean, Dempsey was able to beat Dawkins with the seated senton and got the victory. So, I like Dempsey. I like what they're doing with the bullfit. Something different. He's really getting over with the crowd. And it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. But in this match, there was nothing too much to talk about. And there were a couple promos throughout the night. There was one promo cut by the Dash and Dawson. And they made the statement, last week they attacked Enzo and Cass. And Carmelo was back there. They showed up. And they said, we're the top dogs pretty much in this tag team division now that we took out Enzo and Cass, and we're gunning for those NXT Tag Team Championships. Carmelo said, you better watch out, because when her boys come back, you're pretty much going to have hell to pay. And Dawson and Wilder made the challenge to the Vaudevillains, and it is official next week. It'll be the Vaudevillains versus Dawson and Wilder for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So that should be a good match. And then they had a wheelchair, and then they said this is what the Vaudevillains are going to be reduced to. It was good backstage promo. There was another one. It was Emma and Dana Brooke. And Emma was like, I'm going to personally welcome Asuka into NXT, so it looks like they're going to be setting up a match between Asuka and Emma. I'm not sure if it'll be taking place next week on NXT, but Emma and Dana Brooke pretty much ran down Asuka in this promo, and it seems to be that their issues have still not been resolved. So you all know Asuka beat Dana Brooke at NXT TakeOver, the last TakeOver special, Respect. So I'd like to see a match between Asuka and Emma. I think they could have a really good match if they're given enough time, and I know they probably will get enough time. It's NXT. The women get an opportunity to showcase what they're made of, so we have that to look forward to down the line. Then we had Eva Marie make her grand return to the NXT arena in Full Sail. She took on Marley, and Eva Marie. I mean, she seems to be improving a little bit, but still not digging her as a women's wrestler. I still think she has a long way to go in the ring. This match was really nothing special at all. It was actually probably the lowest point of the show, but Eva Marie picked up the victory after she executed a low to the ground to get the win. And yeah, not really much else to say about this match. Um, so yeah, Eva Marie got the victory. Then we had our main event, the thing that I was most looking forward to on this show. It was the NXT Championship match with Finn Balor defending his title against Apollo Crews, and this was definitely the highlight of the night. These guys put on one hell of a good match. I really enjoyed it. Um, you know, there was a lot of diving outside the ring, kicks to the head. Just these guys really put on a great match, and they really countered each other's maneuvers really well, and it really got the crowd behind them. The crowd was just loving this match. I was loving this match. They put on a very good wrestling match, worthy of a main event. This could have been on a takeover special. It was really that good, and it looked like Cruz was closing in on the championship. However, Baron Corbin would eventually make his way to the ring, and it would lead to the disqualification. And Corbin would begin to assault both Cruz and Balor. So it was right after I think Balor was going for the coup de grace. He missed, and then Corbin hit the ring, laid them both out. He bounced Cruz's head off the steel steps, and then he rammed him into the steps. So Cruz was out. Then Corbin began to assault Finn Balor, and then Samoa Joe made his way to the ring. And we're all thinking, okay, Joe's here. Him and Balor won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. It looked like he was going to help Balor out. And then Corbin's standing up at the on the ramp, and he's smiling. And he just laughs it off and walks away. And then looks like Joe's going to help Balor. And then he just turns on him and starts unloading shots and kicks to Finn. Finn's down. He can barely stand up. And then Joe picks him up and is able to get him in position and hits the muscle buster on Finn Balor. And Samoa Joe turned heel and laid out Finn Balor. So it looks like for the next NXT TakeOver special, we will be seeing Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, and that would be a fantastic main event for NXT TakeOver London. I can't think of a better one, and it's a match that I've been looking forward to seeing for a long time now, since both guys have been in NXT. I think they'll put on a tremendous match. So yeah, overall, this week's show, not the strongest. This main event was really good. I wasn't too big of a fan of the Eva Marie or Bull Dempsey match, but the Asuka match was okay. So thanks to this main event, I'm going to give this week's episode of NXT a C+. Definitely not as good as past weeks, but next week's is already shaping up well with the tag team titles match between the Vaudevillains and Dawson and Wilder. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this week's episode of NXT. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please click that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content coming to this channel. And yeah, with that, I am out. Peace.